I get asked quite a bit at trade shows and, you know, through emails and text messages and, you know, messages through direct messaging on all the social media platforms, how I got started and what made me want to do YouTube, what made me want to shoot videos. And, you know, to be honest with you, it's really hard to say. It started off with me just strapping a camera onto the back of the boat on a pole. I made it out of PVC pipe and just screwed a camera on and went out and thought it would be cool to get a topwater blow up on camera. And then that resulted in going home and watching that footage and getting like super excited and being more excited about getting that on video than the actual fish itself. You know, and then the cool thing about it is showing that to friends and them getting excited, and that kind of camaraderie thing that you've got going on when you share with other people who do what you do, and you share your success with them. It's not so much a gloating or a bragging or a thumping your chest kind of thing. It's more of a, you know, I fish too. I know most of the people that follow what I do are fishermen. Try to make it fun. And then it evolved. By putting a couple of videos up, there was questions. How did you catch it? What was you catching it on? Why were you fishing what you were fishing at the time? So I did another video. And then the second video led to more questions. Every question created this desire for me to shoot a video to cover that particular topic. And then it just evolved. From there, I was blessed with the opportunity to write a book and put down all of my thoughts and ideas about kayak bass fishing into a book. And from that, there was some recognition, if you will, from my peers, from friends of mine, from fans that, you know, man, we like the way you write. We like your analogies and the points that you make and kind of your teaching style. And so I never thought about it like that as teaching. I never thought about it as anything more than just sharing my ideas. But the more that I got the positive feedback from anglers that were excited about taking something that I had shown them or something that I had taught them and going out and having success of their own, for me, that's when the switch flipped. That's when I switched into, I want to do this as best I possibly can. I want to create the best possible content. I want to create the best possible video. I want to have the highest production value, because with a platform like YouTube, with a platform like television and the written word and that medium for sharing your ideals, it challenges you. So for me, after writing the book and seeing the feedback and understanding that by me writing it down, I'm taking a stand. I'm saying this is how you do it. And to get challenged by folks and go back out and explore those ideals and to get better and to improve and to learn. And for me, that's the big thing, is I'm continuously in sponge mode where I'm soaking up as much knowledge as possible. And then hopefully when I wring out the sponge and share some of that with you guys, that you get better at doing what you're doing. And also, I really like the fact that when I put something out there, I get feedback, and that feedback for me is oftentimes tips that I use personally. So, you know, the question that was posed was, why did you start doing YouTube, and why do you do what you do, and how do I do it if I want to get into it? And that really is what it boils down to, is I liked sharing my accomplishments, my catches, the excitement when I catch a fish. Some people criticize me and say, man, you catch a bass, act like you're 10 years old. And yeah, I do. If I catch a big fish, I still get jacked up. I still get an adrenaline rush. And if I don't, I'm going to stop doing this. I'll take up golf or checkers or badminton or whatever people who don't fish do. I don't even know if you don't fish what you do. It's so much of what I am and who I am and what I do. Other than hunting, it's pretty much what I do. And so there's this time in the spring when there's a struggle between hunting and fishing, and this time in the fall. But for the most part, I like to fish. And I like to share my fishing with other fishermen. And I like them to share their ideals with me. And I love to go travel around the country and fish cool places and hook up with people that I would have never met if it wasn't for the blessings that I've received, you know, through this success that we've had in television, on YouTube, and all the people that have shown faith in me as a teacher or a leader or whatever you want to call it. I just enjoy the interaction, the feedback, the sharing the ideas, and more importantly, I love it when a 10-year-old kid or a 12-year-old kid or a 15-year-old kid or even a 60-year-old man sends me an email and says, man, thanks to you, I'm catching more fish than I ever did. Thanks to you, I got into a kayak. Thanks to you, me and my son, or me and my daughter, or my daughter and I reconnected, and we hadn't done things like this together in years. So I know this video is a little bit long and it's not a fishing tip and it's not exactly what you really tune in here for, but I just want you guys to know what I'm about, why I'm about it, and that I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. This is what I do. It's who I am. It's what I'm about. And I'm Chad Hoover, and I am Kayak Bass Fishing.